you ready? That is right for another basketball game as we get to the end of the season. It is your boy here, Sim Jazz fan, here to give you my thoughts and views, some play-by-play commentary and reactions towards this next Utah Jazz game, and that is right. The Jazz have the Houston Rockets. We are now officially on the second half of the season. We're coming up to the last third of the season, to be really honest, where we all know what the situation is with the Jazz right now. And I think now it's just about watching the guys develop and see who might somehow surprise us. That's what I think. My name is Sim, also known as Jazz Fan. Neomis for some of my older fans. Nevertheless, it's another opportunity for us to talk some ball, to react to another game involving the Utah Jazz, this time by the Houston Rockets, who faced the Knicks yesterday. I didn't watch the game, but I did watch the highlights because I know everybody was talking about how great that game between the Houston Rockets and the New York Knicks was yesterday. And I gotta say that I really, really hope that today ends up being a really good game here as well. I'm hoping, you know, as a Jazz fan, we do have a couple of issues. One, Yusuf Nurkic is out, and I think we have to talk about that. Now, I mean, the thing is with Yusuf Nurkic, it's one of those whereby he's been absolutely phenomenal this season. He's helped the Jazz out so many times, especially with Walker Kessler being out injured. And he's already played his last game there for the Jazz. He's going to be out for the rest of the season. He's having surgery supposedly on his nose. But we do get the return of Lauri Markkanen, franchise player for the Utah Jazz. He is back, and boy, he damn sure has been missed, because I could tell you one thing. If we do not have Lauri Markkanen in this game, I think the Jazz have no chance of even remotely winning it, even being competitive. So at least we got Lauri back. Filipowski is going to be playing the 5, not his ideal position. Kyle Filipowski said it time and time again, he's a 4. And even though he's close to being the size of a 5, just doesn't have the skill set, but he's going to have to make do with that. My guess is Kevin Love will be on the bench. Game's getting ready to start soon. They're just about to announce the Rockets lineup. We do have a comment there in the chat. There, we got my boy Mystique Chepe. What is going on, Mystique? Mystique Chepe says, Jazz are winning today. I hope you are right, my friend. I hope you're right. I hope we get the win. It's been a little while since the Jazz got the win. I mean, in that last game that the Jazz played, it just felt like the Jazz managed to get a loss, like when it did look that we were winning the game. But we all know what it is, people. We all know what it is. Project Fortnite, how's it going on, my friend? I know it's been a while. And again, I still owe you a Lakers game. Like, I'm gonna sort that out. I owe you a Lakers game, and I definitely will be doing a Lakers game at some point. Real soon. Before the end of the season, you're gonna get a Lakers game from me. So I hope you're doing well. Who are you gonna be cheering for this game, Project Fortnite? I know, even though as you're a Lakers fan, you're gonna cheer for the Houston Rockets. Kevin Durant, he's out there. Kevin Durant looking very nonchalant right now. Not super hyped about the game. My guess is that they will kind of take him easy. I mean, last night they were up against the New York Knickerbockers, or New York Knicks for sure. Not sure if KD's going to be starting. I know they had him out there starting, but he doesn't look like he's well, never mind. I was about to say he doesn't look like he's quite ready, but yeah, he looks like he's getting ready right now. And of course, Lauri Markkanen is back. He damn sure is needed. Kevin Love is there on the bench. As I suspected, Kyle Filipowski cannot be playing that level of minutes. So Filipowski is gonna come back. Kevin Love is gonna be back up, and Filipowski is gonna be starting. Okay, we got a comment here from Project Fortnite who says, it's okay. Jazz and Lakers probably have one more games this season, and Lakers lost to the Celtics by. Yeah, I heard about that. I heard Peyton Pritchard went flip mode and was absolutely balling out. Saw a couple of highlights. I think there was a logo 3 by Peyton Pritchard, like insane, like really good there from Peyton Pritchard. You know what? Let me check to see when the Jazz and the Lakers are playing next. I gotta tell you this, I don't look forward to facing the Lakers because I just I just know it's not gonna be good. I know it's not gonna be good because I know that we grossly struggle with the Lakers. I'm going through on my other screen when the Jazz are gonna be facing the Lakers. So far, it's looking like it's going to be deep into March, and another thing, guys, I'm going to be going on vacation from the 13th of March as well, so I won't be doing any streaming for like a week between the 13th and the 21st. I'll be completely out, so I hope that's not when it's going to be Lakers Jazz. So I'm just looking at it right now. And I still don't. I still don't see when it's going to be Lakers Jazz, unless it's in April. I'm gonna have to keep checking at another time on that Project Fortnite. Never mind. I found it. April 12th. April 12th is the Lakers game, but I think I'll do one before then. To be honest, that's quite far away. April 12th. That's a long time away. And right now, Rockets, they're starting on fire. We already got a 3-point shot in the game, courtesy of Jabari Smith Jr. dropping a 3-piece on the Jazz already. Rockets already up 3-0. Lauri Markkanen, he might be a little sluggish. He hasn't been playing a while. He's been fake sick. Been a little injured there, Lauri, but can just do what he can. Let me show a little bit of love there to Jabari Smith Jr. dropping the 3-piece. Where is my mega horn? That one's there for Jabari. Right now, that's a steal there by Kyle Filipowski, intercepting Tari Eason's pass. Cody Williams right there getting a nice little layup, putting the Jazz up by 4 right now. We're going to need more of that from Cody. I'm curious to see the goal for the Jazz for me doing these streams, because let's be really honest. You got 4 people there in the chat. Like I'm telling all 4 of you guys, really right now for the Jazz, it's really going to have to be about player development. Like, what can the rest of these guys show that maybe next season they can be part of our future? That's really what it's about. Kyle Filipowski, Ace Bailey, Isaiah Collier, Cody Williams. You got some of the G League guys coming up there from the bench, Elijah Harkless, Blake Hinson. He's been great over the last couple of games. It's their opportunity to kind of shine and see what they can do. So that's how it's going to have to be like for the Jazz. Nice little layup there by Kyle Filipowski, trying to get a layup, misses, and then Jabari Smith Jr. and Amen Thompson get into, I don't even know what to call it, and end up turning the ball over. So maybe the loss from the Knicks is still hang up. Lowry with a 3, Nothing but rim on that one. And then the Rockets going to bring up the ball now. Amen Thompson there receiving a lot of criticism. He draws the foul. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2. I'm telling you this right now, right? Amen Thompson, both of the Thompson twins have been getting a lot of criticism because of their lack of offensive prowess. I will say this right now, and I'll say this to Rockets fan as well. If you don't want him, we'll take him. We'll take him. Tell me who you want. You want Blake Hinson, Elijah Harkless, Oscar Tshiebwe? I'll give you, 2, 3. I'll give you all of them for Amen Thompson. I'll take Amen Thompson all day long. Amen Thompson, listen, like he might be not the one to be out there like draining threes, but when you're talking about defense, especially isolation defense, Amen Thompson, very good. Super athletic. Could defend the 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's a guy, like, he's always going to have a role. Can he be a superstar? I don't think so. But I think he could be your 3rd or 4th player, like best player on your team. That's my honest thoughts on Amen Thompson. That's another steal there by the Jazz. Isaiah Collier right there missing with that shot. Amen Thompson, the guy we just were speaking about, fouls Isaiah Collier going there for the layup. After, I think, Isaiah Collier gets a steal, intercepts the pass on Jabari, and Amen Thompson just enough to try to divert that shot away from Isaiah Collier, and Isaiah is going to go to the line. Isaiah Collier doing really well with Keontae George out sick or tanking or been told to stay at home. So Isaiah's right there playing heavy minutes, showing everybody what he can really do. Showing that next season, bare minimum, he can be a backup there for Keontae George. Like I recently did a video talking about Isaiah Collier and him probably being like a TJ McConnell type of option there for the Jazz. Somebody who could come up off the bench and give the Jazz something different, to give the Jazz another way to play. And that's what Isaiah kind of gives you. Jazz right there doing really well. That's a nice block there. Oh, Filipowski's on the floor. He gets bodied there by Tari Eason. The lack of athleticism from Filipowski is quite glaring. Şengün right there getting another bucket. Rockets take the lead 6-5. This is going to be a very, very low scoring game. The Jazz are going to have to put on their shooting Jordan's shooting shoes, because if they don't score, like this is a Rockets team that they'll lock you down with the defense. So you have to come here with the offense. I'm just looking at some of the highlights so far. Isaiah Collier to the line to shoot 2. Isaiah right there hits the first one. Nice one there by Isaiah. Let me send some positive vibes towards Isaiah Collier. Come on, Zay. We know you can do it, Zay. Come on. Score right now, 6-6. Make that 7-6 in favor for the Jazz with 8 minutes, 44 seconds left in the first quarter. Jazz right there playing. I love the defense there from the Jazz, and Ace Bailey right there hits a nice. Hold on, where's the cheering? Ace Bailey comes up there with a dunk. The Jazz right there picking up the Rockets full court with the double team between Ace Bailey and Cody Williams, and it's just a little bit too much. And they just great defensive tactic. That's something that I noticed in the last game that the Jazz played in. The Jazz really trying to figure out some good defensive tactics, and that's how we have to use this time. Like, we have to be really honest as Jazz fans. We know what the narrative is in the media right now. Is the Jazz tanking, and I'm sorry to say that it is true. The Jazz are tanking. They are trying to lose games, even though I would like them to win as many games as I can. And I am low-key, I'm hoping that they win the game. You know, if you don't know, my opinion on the NBA draft is like this. I think it's all rigged. I truly do. And the best the Jazz can do is to have the worst record, and I think the most that they'll get out of that is fifth. I honestly believe that the NBA will make sure that the top 4 picks in this year's coming draft, 3 of them are going to an East Coast team, are going to an Eastern Conference team. I truly believe that. When you look at how weak the East is right now, they need help, and they're going to need help with some of these best young guys. So I think 3 out of those 4 picks are going to the East. And I think it'd probably be East Coast team will probably pick 1 and 2. And then probably a West Coast team will get 3rd, and the East Coast team will get 4th. That's my honest opinion. But I know either way, whoever the Jazz get, because I do think that they'll keep their pick. I don't think that they're gonna end up getting the 9th pick, which will just automatically go to OKC. I definitely think that they will get a pick above 8. But whoever the Jazz do decide to pick, I definitely think that they'll provide value for the team. And they will be the final icing on the cake and the cherry on top. Because if you're a Jazz fan, do not let anybody tell you that this Jazz team aren't good. Like, I saw this team in the first half of the season. This team now with Jaren Jackson Jr. and with a healthy Walker Kessler, if we can get Walker Kessler to stay, will be very, very good. I could tell you that. You know, like, I'm not trying to say they'll win an NBA championship, but they'll be able to go out there and be competitive. Probably is a play-in team. I think will probably be like a fair prediction. But you never know. You know, every season's different. Like, yeah, teams are going to get injuries. Forms is going to go up and down. But I definitely think the class and the quality that the Jazz have when everybody is healthy is there. Shout out there for the 3 people that is watching the stream. Much appreciate it. All right. That's a miss there by the Jazz. Sorry, by the Rockets. Ace Bailey there. Raw athleticism, jumping up there super high. Gets the rebound. Jazz are now trying to set things up. Little screen set by Filipowski. Filipowski. Fade away by Filipowski. Filipowski's got to work on that shot. Come on now, Flip. I believe in you, my guy. All right, Filipowski's on Şengün right now. I think he's going to do it. All right, Filipowski, watch out for the turn. Watch out for the turn. Jabari Smith Jr. there with a 3. That is a 3 there by Jabari. And Jabari Smith Jr. Getting the Rockets dead even with the Jazz right now. I mean, this is a low-scoring game. It's 9-9. Oh, that's a steal there. Lowry not being able to get the ball. Rockets take the lead at home. 11-9 there for the Rockets. Jabari Smith Jr. right there getting the dunk. Courtesy of some good defense there by Amen Thompson. Amen doing exactly what the Jazz did to him in the early part of the first quarter, just intercepting the pass. And they got Amen on Lowry. We got to watch out. Come on, Flip. There we go, Flip. You don't always need to go to the paint. Keep it short and simple, baby. Shout out there for the 7 people that's watching the stream. If you do like the stream, definitely subscribe to the channel. It does help the channel out. If you like watch-along content, this is what I do. I'm a Jazz fan, data analyst, and I just love some ball. And we're just here to have some great conversation through some play-by-play commentary, and obviously to have some banter and discussions there in the chat. So if you do like that, definitely hit the subscribe button. All right, Amen Thompson there to the line. Hits the free throw, putting the Rockets up by 3 right now. All right, Jazz ball. Isaiah Collier with the ball now. Passes to Filipowski. He has got Şengün there that's on him. Come on now. Şengün right there. Passes to Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey, he's got Tari Eason on that. Some good defense there by the Rockets. This is going to be a great test for the Jazz. They can go out there and play. Isaiah Collier there with a miss. Gets nothing on but rim on that shot. Jazz have to get back and defend. Jabari there, top of the key 3. That's another 3. That is not good. That's not good. Jabari Smith Jr. wide open on that 3. Jazz down by 6 right now. That's definitely a rough one. I can tell you that. Definitely a rough one. All right. Game is on break. I'm going to go take a quick break myself. I'll be right back. I just need to hydrate, and then we'll take care for the last, 7 minutes left of this quarter. Okay. Game looks like it's getting ready to come back on. Well, maybe not quite. Oh, there we go. All right. All right, we got KD that's on right now. Amen is still there. All right, Filipowski's got the ball now. Received it that time from Lowry. Back to Isaiah. Isaiah there to Lowry. Lowry with a 3. That's a missed one. Lowry not doing that well so far. He's going to have to kind of get back up to speed because, he's been there sitting on the bench, been on vacation. That's code for being part of the tanking process, unfortunately. All right, Isaiah calling for 3, Isaiah. Why not? Isaiah right there. Is he going to back him down? Filipowski with a 3. There we go, Flip. Flip mode. Flip mode is the greatest. That's right, Kyle for the pass. Three there for the Jazz. Putting the Jazz only now down by 5. That's definitely a good one. That one's definitely needed there. We do have a change there. Svi Mykhailiuk there is in the game. I think that time for Cody Williams. That's a 3 by Kevin Durant. Oh, wow, KD. My favorite player, Kevin Durant. Looking very, very sharp there, Kevin Durant. He drops a 3 ball there on the Jazz. We can't let him have open threes. That is just that's like committing suicide. Oh my God. Oh no, okay, it's a turnover. Okay. Why is KD open on that shot? KD's wide open on that shot. They're showing the highlights from the KD 3. All right, we got a couple more changes. Vince Williams Jr. is in the game. Filipowski out for Kevin Love. John Konchar is in the game. So we got a couple of the Memphis boys. Kevin Love. And I think Svi Mykhailiuk. Yep, Svi Mykhailiuk is still in the game. Oh, and Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey's still in there as well. I think Ace Bailey is probably playing the 4. Oh, that's another 3 there by the Rockets. I just feel like Jabari gets kind of hot and cold when it comes to certain games. But right now, I think the Jazz are giving him too much. Vince Williams Jr. playing really well or not play, backing down Reed Sheppard into the paint, looking for the pass. Fortunately, not to come his way. Yeah, Jabari was wide open on that shot. They just showed the highlights of that. Jabari was wide open. I know Jabari's 3-point shot is a little bit streaky. Vince Williams Jr. with a 3. Kevin Durant there's got the ball now. KD there to Reed Sheppard. That's a 3 there by Reed. He might not be great, Reed Sheppard, shooting a 3, but if you give him a space, he will drain them all day. Jazz have to come on. Vince Williams with a 3. That's a missed 3 there by the Jazz. Kevin Love with a 3. That's another one there by the Jazz. The Jazz are going to have to do something. John Konchar doing well when that ball went out of play. I think it's still going to be Jazz ball. Ball, I believe, came off of a Jazz player. Yep, still going to be Jazz ball. Jazz get another bite. Can they get something out of this? Ace Bailey there with a nice mid-range. That's a miss. I can't wait for the day until that mid-range shot from Ace finally starts dropping properly. I think the world would love to see Ace Bailey take it up another gear. That's another 3 there by the Rockets. They miss it that time. Vince Williams Jr. there for the rebound. Vince Williams Jr. there trying to go for the shot, drives. He's going to go to the line and shoot 2. Jazz right now down by 12. That's where we are right now. We got exactly 3 minutes to go. This isn't looking good. You know, right now the Rockets really taking it to the Jazz. And it doesn't look good. All right. Good thing is that we got Kevin Durant on the bench. He's having a bit of a rest right now. And you would expect that after playing. This would be, I guess this is everybody's back-to-back in this Houston Rockets team. So you know they're going to look to not make this a pretty long one. That's another 3 there by the Rockets. Şengün. Şengün looked like he was about to get the rebound, but they blow the whistle. I think they blow it on the Jazz. Little bit too much contact there for the Jazz. Yeah, it is. It's still going to be Rockets ball. And Reed Sheppard's going to inbound pass the ball there to Şengün. Vince Williams Jr. does have him. Oh, no, that's too easy for Şengün. Too easy for Şengün. That's it, right? Jazz get the ball back, courtesy of John Konchar. And John Konchar's there. He's got the ball passed to Lowry. Lowry posted him down. That's going to be a foul. Lowry's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Jazz down by 11 right now, but Lowry's at the line. So I expect Lowry to get all 2 of these in. He should be pretty simple and smooth there for Lauri Markkanen. Yep, Lowry drains the first one. Yep, Lowry drains the second one. Jazz down by 9 right now. Slowly starting to make a comeback in the game. All right, Reed Sheppard brings the ball up. He's having a really good season, Reed Sheppard. So far, big improvement from last season, but still the glaringly obvious issue there with Reed Sheppard. Just a bit too small for his position. But the Rockets finding a way to get the best out of him. That's a 3 ball there by the Jazz. That's another miss, though. Şengün right there getting a rebound. Jazz comes off the Jazz. It's still going to be Rockets ball, though. All right, Amen Thompson passes to Reed Sheppard to Şengün. Back to Reed with a 3. Houston Rockets there in a comfortable lead situation right now. 33 for the Rockets, 19 for the Jazz. And the Jazz shooting a lot of 3s right now, but it's not getting them anywhere. They're trying very much to avoid the paint, but I don't think you can. And again, Rockets right there dominating the paint. And Clint Capella right there getting another dunk on that. Oh, that's a steal there by the Rockets. Amen Thompson. Oh, he loses the ball now. Vince Williams Jr. gets it back. That's a 3 there. Svi Mykhailiuk. That's not good. Oh, Jazz lose the ball again. That's a tough one. We win the last 60 seconds of the quarter, though. You got to say that. Yeah, the Jazz have taken a beating in this first quarter. Reed Sheppard there with another 3. Clint Capella there trying to get another hook. There's going to be Jazz ball for the last 35 seconds left in this first quarter. Jazz with 19. 30, I think it's 33 there. 35 there, sorry. There for the Houston Rockets. With 35 seconds left. Jazz there with another 3. Nothing but rim on that one. Again, the Jazz there with the 3s, and they're just not doing that well. Jazz there do get a bucket courtesy of Lauri Markkanen there. Nice little floater there under the basket. He's going to go to the line to shoot 1. And the Jazz, the Jazz is continuing to take a beating right now. We do got another comment there on the chat. Jan Rayman says, you think Rockets are capable of making it to the finals? I definitely think that they're capable. They have a style of play about them that I think could do it. But it's gonna take some luck, and you do need they need some of their guys to hit. Like Jabari Smith Jr., his shooting, it has to be what's happening in this game here. They have to be falling. Reed Sheppard, his shots, they have to be falling. Amen Thompson, his shots, they have to be falling. If those could happen, along with just Kevin Durant being Kevin Durant and Alperen Şengün being Alperen Şengün, then hell yeah, they could. If they get some luck where, maybe OKC, they don't make it, because I think OKC are a bad matchup for them. Because you can't play Reed Sheppard. You can't have him go up against Shea. Reed is just too short. He just can't defend against him. But if they avoid OKC, and if it's anybody else, that they go for a shot. If it's the Spurs, completely fair. So I think they're capable. All right, game is on break. First quarter is done. Jazz end up finishing that quarter with 22 points. It's definitely a low first scoring quarter over there for the Jazz. Rockets there with 35. Jazz has got to do a bit better right now. I'm going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to take a look at some of the team stats and take a look exactly where it's gone wrong for the Jazz and where it's gone right for the Houston Rockets. So I will be right back. Okay, we are back. Game is back on. Game just started literally about 30 seconds ago. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some of the stats on that first quarter, and we're going to take a look at like what went wrong for the Jazz and what they could do going forward to fix it or try to fix it. Like I get it, it's the Houston Rockets and they're a tough side. They've got my favorite player, Kevin Durant. And it is never going to be an easy thing to go up against somebody that's going to be a future Hall of Famer. So, yeah, let's take a look, though. All right, so this is the score right now. This is the breakdown right now for the Jazz. 22 in the first half, 38 in the second there for both teams. When you start looking at it, right, like, already, for me, I see the big thing. Like 68% from the field. Like that's insane compared to 33%. Again, this tells me this is straight up like defense. There's no way this means that we're not doing something at the field. And to be honest, like I think the biggest thing is the Rockets getting a lot of points at the rim. Filipowski playing the five, like he's playing out of position, and I think the Rockets are taking full blown advantage of that. Also, this 61% from three, fantastic by the Rockets. 13 for the Jazz, just deplorable, awful, dreadful. I mean, I can use whatever descriptive word you want me to use to describe 13% from three. Like that is what it is. It's just bad. 80% from the free throw line is good, but like again, like it's not good enough. And they're out rebounding us, which means that they're working harder for those second chance opportunities are there for the Jazz. We are forcing turnovers, which is good, and we saw that with those couple of steals there by Isaiah Collier in the first quarter, which is something that I like. I didn't realize that it was 10, so yeah, that's probably something the Rockets could do to improve on. But good there by the Jazz for forcing 10 turnovers by the Rockets in one quarter. The Jazz there with 4. Probably a little high there, but I think that that's kind of fair. And then when you look at the points in the paint, I mean, both teams have the same amount of points in the paint. I thought actually the Rockets might have scored more points in the paint. That's what it feels like. But yeah, and then the points of possession. Yeah, I mean the Rockets are just making use of what they have. Like I think that's kind of pretty fair. But that's what it really is right now. So now that we've kind of gone through everything, hold on. We can at least look at like what's going on. Who's doing the best? All right. So right now, at least offensive, Jabari Smith Jr. He's been making them rain from three. Like was he 80% from three, 5 out of 6 from the field. Like he's been fantastic. Like I've noticed him. Kevin Durant, obviously. I mean, he hasn't taken that many shots. Kevin Durant, Amen Thompson, he's been pretty good. And obviously Shingun, Reed Shepard coming up off the bench has been nice. But we haven't seen Jeff Green, Aaron Holiday yet. Finney Smith, he's been all right. And then for the Jazz, I'm assuming this was Lowry. Yep, Lowry there leading the way, 12 points. But look at all these minuses. This is what I mean when I say like offensively, we need other guys to step up. Just because Larry Marketing is there on the court doesn't mean that everybody else can go to sleep. Oh, looks like we got an injury. Yeah. That time looks like Vince Williams Jr. Something happened to him, but I'll take a look at that. But right now for the Jazz, like offensively, we've got to do better. I mean, that's exactly what that tells me right now. We just have to do better on the offensive end. All right. So the game is on break right now. I'm gonna take just a quick break, and then I'll be back when the game is back on, as well too. Okay, we are back. I was looking at some of the highlights from Vince Williams Jr. and it looked like his knee just caves in as he takes a step. I believe they called it a hyperextended knee with Vince Williams Jr. and he had to be carried out. My guess is that with only a couple of months left of the season, less than that, he's probably going to be out for the season. That'd probably be my guess. And I guess the bad thing for the Jazz is that Vince Williams Jr. is a ball handler. The Jazz don't have many ball handlers in their team. I do have a feeling that they probably just might bring Keontae George back. That's probably going to be my guess. Keontae George will be back. Well, I think our next game is Thursday. I wouldn't be surprised seeing Keontae George back. Well, we do got a couple of changes though. Bryce Sensabaugh is in the game. We're definitely going to need him, and he's providing immediate impact there for the Jazz. Almost loses the ball there to Reed Shepherd. Gets the ball back. Isaiah Collier there. Nice one, putting it on Reed Shepherd. He's getting double teamed. Filipowski's going to have to go for a fadeaway, Philip. Come on now, activate. Filipowski losing the possession on that one. He definitely is going to have to find a consistent level of offense. Jabari Smith Jr., I mean, is looking like an all-star right now, the way how he's playing. Jazz, they're not doing that well. Jazz still down by 11. Cody Williams on that. Cody's shot gets blocked, courtesy once again Jabari Smith Jr. and KD right there setting one up. There, I think that's Josh Okogie. Jazz are going to wake up. I know they don't have a lot of their guys. I know they asked Jaren Jackson Jr. to go have the surgery so they can continue tanking, and this we can't get embarrassed. That's really what it's about. Getting embarrassed is going to be unacceptable. Game goes on another break right now. Yeah, leave your comments. Let me know what you guys are thinking of the game. I see there is 2 people there in the chat. If you haven't left a comment there in the chat, let me know what your thoughts are on the game. It'd be really interesting and fun to hear that. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a look at what's going on Twitter. I want to see what's going on with this Vince Williams Jr. stuff because, yeah, like it was hard to see from the highlight. But I'm really curious on what's happened there with Vince Williams Jr. Well, I could tell you this: there's not much people are talking about in terms of the Jazz. Many people talking about the Rockets right now. Yeah, lots of news talking about the Rockets. Haven't seen anything on this Vince Williams Jr. injury. I don't see anything at the moment. I don't see anything at the moment, but I'll probably do like maybe a small short at some point, like tomorrow morning, if I see like what's going on, because it did look kind of bad. Like his knee kind of just like sunk in. All right, game looks like it's coming back on. They're doing these ridiculous thing there for the fans inside the stadium. All right. Looks like game might be coming on real soon. All right, here we go. Isaiah Collier now brings up the ball to Filipowski. Filipowski gets fouled. Good one by Filipowski for drawing the foul. But he's gonna have to get used to that, Filipowski. That's Jabari Smith Jr. on that one. That's the one thing I worry about Kyle Filip. Oh, I gotta fix this. I worry this about Kyle Filipowski. Like, can he handle just the physicality in the NBA? And maybe that's one of those things where, like, in the summer, he's got to like bulk up because it's a weird one. Look at it, Jaren Jackson Jr. is in street clothes on the bench. Had surgery, but is there sitting in these tight seats, potentially hurting his knee. But we know what the deal is. All right, Ace Bailey is defending up his idol, Kevin Durant. Oh wow, that's a nice one there for KD. That's a nice one there for KD. KD shoots one right there, right, face to face in front of Ace Bailey. Nothing Ace Bailey could do about that one. And Isaiah Collier there trying on the other end to kind of get the Jazz back in this. Jazz cannot let this. I mean, that's just bad defending. Jabari Smith Jr. just cutting in from the baseline, and there is where is the defensive presence, the positioning? It just isn't there. Ace Bailey, he's got Jabari that's on him, and Jabari is just as big as him. Isaiah Collier there trying to drive, just not enough. We definitely have some missing pieces. I think that's the one thing I got to do. Like, who is gonna be, some guys we can bring in on a cheap that can give us the type of value that we need. Vince Williams Jr. looks interesting. All right, we got a turnover there. It's going to be back to the Jazz ball. Jazz down right now by 17. Oh, man, that's another turnover. Come on, Utah. All right, Şengün right there with the ball. Rockets really increasing the tempo right now. Oh, that's another turnover there, that time by Şengün. Jazz are going to get the ball back. And this quarter's gone pretty quick. We got just under 5 minutes to go. Bryce Sensabaugh there. It's going to inbound pass the ball there to Isaiah. Walker Kessler is there. I'm surprised he's there. He's there on the bench. I mean, not playing, obviously. All right, Amen there passing one back to KD. And Amen there receives the pass again. He buries it. Jazz making a lot of silly mistakes. Look at the intrepidation from Ace Bailey to really drive or go for that fadeaway. That's just going to be a bit too much. Lowry right there, but and they force a shot clock violation. That 2 from Filipowski there just coming a bit too late, but nothing more than Lowry arguing there should have been a foul, but should have moved the ball quicker. Armin there getting another shot. This is bad. Jazz there down by 21 right now. 37 for the Jazz, 58 for the Rockets. Ain't looking too good. Filipowski with a 3. That's not looking too good. His 3-point shot form is finished. It's still at last season. And Filipowski there with an attempted 3, misses on that one. What are we doing? Oh, Jazz getting a bucket finally. Jazz there with 39. Rockets there with 58. Interestingly enough, like both teams. Well, never mind. Like, oh man, that's just not good. We're getting beat on the rebounds, offensive rebounds. Like, we've got no presence there by the rim, and they're kind of killing us at the 3-point line. We're still at 16% from 3, guys. All right, Amen Thompson there passing to Filipowski. Sorry, to Tari Eason. Tari Eason drains it. This is getting ridiculous now. Jazz trying to do everything via Lowry. For crying out loud, come on. Lowry marketing there, hitting one of the first 2 free throws. He hits the second one. Jazz down by 21. Yeah, this is getting bad. Amen Thompson now has the ball. He passes it to KD. KD there to Şengün. Ref blows the whistle, but I don't see what for, though. All right, Şengün received the inbound pass. Şengün there with a hook, gets one over Filipowski. Jazz there on a breakaway. Filipowski right. Filipowski's got to go for a fadeaway. All right, Bryce there's got the ball. Come on now. Make him dance right there, Bryce. No, pass it to Lowry. Lowry to Filipowski. Filipowski's got to go for a fadeaway. Yeah, Filipowski in the post. Nice one there by Kyle Filipowski. Jazz still down by 21-43 for the Jazz, 64 for the Rockets. Why is Jabari Smith Jr. doing an open 3? KD, no. Nice defense there by Ace Bailey. Not enough, though. Şengün gets one there over him. Rockets there with 66. Jazz look like if they don't fix things now, they will not break 100 points in this game. Ace Bailey there with a 2. That's a wild 2. They call a foul on Filipowski. He puts a foul on Şengün. We got a lot of things to talk about at halftime. I could honestly say the Jazz are getting slaughtered right now. And they're not even getting slaughtered by KD. They are really getting slaughtered by Amen Thompson and Jabari Smith Jr. Like, KD only has like 8 points. Let me confirm that. Yeah, KD has 8 points. We are at the last 60 seconds of the second quarter, though. And then we'll really be able to take a look at nice innocent steal there by Isaiah Collier, by Kyle Filipowski, intercepted on that one. And Isaiah Collier there on the breakaway, at least getting the lead back down to 21. And literally, Kevin Durant is the one pulling the strings, acting like he's the point guard. Filipowski there with the rebound on that one. Oh, my God. Collier there going for a layup. Too easy. Too easy. Jazz missed one. Pass it down the court quick. It's 2-1-1. Jazz are making it too easy. We got some good players, but when we're talking team depth, we got a long way to go. Lowry right there with a long two. Nice one there for Lowry. We got 1 second left in this second quarter, and the Jazz are going to go in at halftime. KD there with a long. Oh my God, KD there with a long. Wow, KD shot a 3 from his own half. Close to getting that one. Okay, before I take now, let's take a look at the in-depth box score. I need to check out ESPN. But I'm telling you this, that was a bad first half. Like, I don't even know what a lot of the player stats are, but Jabari Smith Jr., him and Amen Thompson look the best. But yeah, let me share my screen and then I'll kind of go through this.